OpenAI announced Chat GPT-4o or Omni. And one of the cool things about it was that it can see, and, of course, GPT-4 has been able to see with GPT-4 vision, but it can see in real time and give you feedback through that audio interface. And this is really cool and could absolutely be a game changer in education. I think we should talk about this, but let's watch a little bit of this first.
And I'd love you to tutor him on this math problem, but don't give him the answer. You can ask questions and nudge him in the right direction, but I really want to make sure he understands it himself. And he's here in the room, so you can talk to him directly.
Of course, I'd be happy to help.
I'll move myself.
Let's look at the problem together. Can you first identify which sides of the triangle are the opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse relative to angle alpha?
All right, so I'm pretty sure this is the angle alpha right here, right?
Perfect. That's correct. Now, looking at the triangle, which side do you think is the hypotenuse?
Really,
Remember the hypotenuse?
I'm not totally sure. I think it might be this one, but I really am not sure. This side AC.
You're close. Actually, side AC is called the adjacent side to the angle alpha. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle and is directly opposite the right angle. Can you find which one is the hypotenuse?
Oh, okay, I see. So, I think the hypotenuse is this really long side from A to B. Would that be correct?
Exactly. Well done. Now that you've identified the hypotenuse, can you identify which side is the opposite side to angle alpha?
Okay, well, you told me earlier that this was the adjacent side, and I know that's the hypotenuse, so I'm guessing that this side, BC, is the opposite side.
Great deduction. That's absolutely correct. Now that you've identified...
All right. So let's talk about this, because I do teach IT and cybersecurity, as many of the people who watch me and who are part of our live stream community does as well. And this definitely can change a lot. What it seems like it's doing in this is it's not looking through the camera, but it's watching the screen, which is also phenomenal. And I want that. Where is that at this time, May 15th, at the recording of this? I do not have access to that capability, even though I have GPT4o or Omni. It's not in my apps. I think, or it's not in my app. That's what I meant. So I think they're rolling out this functionality to everybody who's paying first. I am paying and I don't have it yet, but it just got announced. So I'm hoping to get that part, because I really want to see this in the classroom. When I teach IT and cybersecurity, I teach, hands-on. A lot of stuff we're doing is in Windows. So it's something that you could see within a screen capture type application. But we also do stuff in a lab environment with equipment like switches, routers, servers, wireless devices. And what I would like to do as an experiment is have a camera open or on, facing what we're doing in the lab. Maybe I'll even carry the camera around, and I'll have, GPT4o watching. And as we're going through the lab, I won't say anything. And I'll tell my students before the class, I'll say, today we're going to do an experiment. I want y'all to try to do this lab, but I'm not going to help at all. Like, I'm not going to give any tips. I'm not going to give any direction. I want to see if GPT4o has the capability to teach. And I would be interested in seeing if I could bring like the camera close to a switch or router, and I had a student stand in front and say, yeah, we're running into this issue where this computer cannot ping this computer and give as much detail as they can. And they're running into a real issue, and it can just by the look of it find out what's wrong. like looking at the desktop, almost like I would when I walk up over there. I'm not just giving them information. I'm thinking about the context of the issues they're running into. And then I'm giving tips based on where they already are or what they've tried. And it makes me think that it could probably do that. We're already incorporating ChatGPT and GPT-4 in class. I encourage the use of it in the same way that I encourage using Google to help you like troubleshoot through problems. And more often than not, it definitely does give us the right answer in terms of like things to check that we didn't think to check before. I've had it right. We've had bash scripts for setting up Samba shares work perfect the first time. We've done scripts that install WordPress servers that didn't work the first time. We copy and pasted and we were able to we had to like troubleshoot one little thing. And so that's really interesting. I'm interested to hear what y'all have to say about it. How are you going to use GPT-4 Omni? Let me know in the comments, especially if you're an educator. Are you bringing this into the classroom? I think you